Today is the day. Today is the day we pick the 11 superstars, the mega stars, the RTG legends that will go into the first ever weekend league. But first, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Double A Not Scales. Welcome back to the Road for Champions RTG edition, episode number 5. We are about to jump into this. I'm going to show you the 11 players that are going to take on the first ever weekend league. And trust me, it's juicy. Booyah Nation, I legitimately am finally, officially ready to start investing in our team. You guys know that I bought Reese James' sister, the striker, in the last episode. Yeah, and man, she is incredible. Crazy speed. She has the player badge of sprinting, like the speed boost one. And she also has, she also has 5-star skills. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Just an incredible player. So we invested into her, and I finally know the direction I want to take this team in. But first, before we start to invest, we have so much to do. EA Sports dropped a little, more objectives that we could do throughout Evos. And as long as we use an Evo player and win 7 games or play 7 games, we are going to receive more packs. And honestly, right now in this game in FC24, in the beginning of the game, I'm just chasing packs because everything sells so highly. And speaking of selling highly, and speaking of coins, and speaking of players we're gonna buy, oh my goodness, did I make a mistake, bros. The card that I'm gonna buy in this episode, I could have picked up for like 30K. And we're gonna talk about that in just a little bit, but I end up paying so much money, so much coins, lads, when I could have got it so much cheaper. Yo, before we go any further, smash that big old thumbs up if you guys enjoy the RTG. Hit that, make sure to subscribe. In the comments down below, let me know, dude. Let me know what player you're gonna build your team around, because I finally know the team that, João Cancelo, I finally know the person that I wanna build my team around. And it's exciting. It's exciting when you finally know the direction you want to take your team in. Because when you're building your first starter, your first RTG team, or not even an RTG, when you're building your first team, the most important thing is to, yes, go into meta, but also go into use players that you feel will be successful for you. And for me, I feel like with my play style, with the way I've been playing the game, I think I'm really ready to invest in a couple cards that I'll show you in a minute. But the problem is, lads, is I still don't know what formation I want to run. And a lot of y'all might be like, what do you mean? What do you mean, big skills? And the thing is, I play better when I have a middle cam. So now that we're talking about middle cams, what's up, Dalot, aka Walot? Might use them, man. Now that we're talking about cams, I mean, what formations do we really have to our luxury? We have a 4-2-3-1, we have a 4-2-2-2, but really there's not a middle cam in that one. There's outside cams, but that's not really what we want to rock with. I like middle cams. You got the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, you got the 5-2-1-2, ain't no shot I'm going into the weekend league with a 5-2-1-2, and you also have the 5-3-1-2, and yeah, man, you have one more, I think, has a middle cam, the new one that they brought out. I think it's like a 4-1-2-1-1-4-1-2-3-1. I don't know, it's some crazy thing, bro. But yeah, man, so I'm in this situation where I'm like, yo, I play really good with a middle cam. And the reason I play really good with a middle cam, walk out. The reason I play really good with a middle cam, lads, is because, I don't know, there's something about being able to, R1 dribble, left stick dribble, and then be able to lay it off to that, that nice pass, that layoff pass. And I feel like this, look, it's going to be crazy when the way I say this to you, right? But I am running out of foot drafts. I'm getting to my very last ones. And yeah, man, I want to show you a little bit of gameplay because we haven't really put a lot of gameplay. So I'm going to build a draft with y'all, and then we're going to go ahead into some gameplay and kind of rock out and have a little bit of fun. So, and then we'll invest in the team. But yeah, man, I want to talk to you guys about the middle cam. So, this formation here, this is weird to me. Look, this is a striker named Williams, and she has the blocking one. So for me, Mbappe, player styles are really important, and we're gonna get back into the formation in one second, okay? Player styles are really important. One thing I've been noticing about the females is a lot of the strikers will have crazy speed, and then they'll have attacking play styles, but then they'll also have defending play styles, like the blocking one or the sticky one. And I'm like, wow, that's kind of interesting. Not a lot of the dudes have defending ones for the attackers, so anyways, lads, I get this draft and it's a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, right? And I'm like, oh man, when I see 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, I'm like, yeah, dude. Because there's two things about it. 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, for me, I feel like I at times, people that really know how to play the game well in the 4-2-2, they clamp me. I don't really know what to do against them. Those two defensive mids kind of annihilate my cam and make my cam kind of useless. But at the same time, I sit there and I go, oh man, when I saw the 4-1-2-1-2 and I saw Mbappe, I was like, yeah, this is probably a win. And it's kind of crazy right now because I'm winning drafts depending on what formation I get, right? There's certain formations I just can't win a draft with. Like I don't think I've won a draft with a 4-2-2 yet. So once I got David Neres, once I got Mbappe, once I got Messi, I just knew that, yo, this draft could be something special. And I really want to showcase this gameplay because this is the formation I'm kind of leaning towards. Now, I'm going to take you guys all the way back in time to FIFA 17 or to like FIFA 18. And a lot of y'all are going to be like, oh, Skills, you old man, why are you taking me back over there? Because in those games, lads, because they were an offensive football game like this one is, 4-1-2-2 was very, very effective. And playing the tiki-taka Barcelona football was very effective in those previous FIFAs. And so your boy's kind of like, yo, wait, this is a very, very attacking FIFA. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all might think I'm absolutely crazy when I say this, but this might be one of the best attacking FIFAs, FC24, that has dropped early game. Now, I know when the patch comes out, they're going to annihilate offensive football, but this game right now is leaning towards the type of football game I like. 21, 22, 23, we're so defensive. And to finally go into a game where left stick dribble is one of the most overpowered things in the game, passing is pretty good, not the best, but defense is hard. It's just fun to play. You make very, very nice goals. You have a lot of fun if you like attacking football. I'm an attacking football type of guy. Like, I admire the football that Barcelona plays because they play such beautiful football that what they teach in real life is amazing. So for me to go into this and be able to play that style of football where you can tiki-taka pass, or you can skill, or you can dribble, like there's so many different play styles, there's so many different ways to score goals. I like that. I feel like last year in FIFA 23, it was very simple, right? You would play 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2-2, and you would run down the wings, or you would play the 5-back and put your left back and your right back on a joint attack, and you would just attack down the wings and then pass the ball up like this until you did the sweaty. I feel like FC24 has so many different play styles where you can legitimately get the ball on one player and you can dribble through an entire starting 11. So for me, what's important this year with players is to be able to have good dribbling, to have the rapid badge. The rapid badge for me with attackers is very, very important because, as you guys know, speed always kills in these type of games. But more importantly, that speed badge, right? The rapid one, that is such a clutch badge. That's why I like Reece James's sister so much, because she has that badge plus 5-star skill. So now you have a rapid player with dribbling, and that's almost a unstoppable duo when they have both those things, man. So I'm looking, before I start to invest, I was looking for a lot of speed, and I was looking for players that were successful for me in drafts. Now, I know deep down inside, I can't afford Mbappe, even though he was one of my most successful players. The two players that I had the most success with in drafts were Mbappe and Rashford, and those players are a bit expensive. So I decided, okay, who's my third player I was most successful with, and that's how I decided which way I was gonna take the direction of the team in. But as you guys are watching a lot of goals, a lot of attacking football. And honestly, lads, I love it. And a lot of people are gonna say, well, Skills, it's not realistic for a football match to end 9-9 and then go to penalties. And I agree with you, but it's also not realistic to have the women athlete go up against the men athlete, right? They play in different competitions. So I like okay, it's still football, but it's not like based on so realistic, because right now, lads, if I'm being honest with you, real football right now is a little bit boring. You have like teams that play really attacking football, but you have a lot of negative ball in IRL football. And not only that, you have a lot of teams, and most teams are only playing the 4-3-3. The cam is a dying position in our game. There's only a few of them, like Kevin De Bruyne and Odegaard and players like that. There's only a few players IRL. And you're not really seeing a lot of teams run the 2 striker sets or the middle cam set. Like, football is played one way right now, and that's the only way. IRL football is in a way that it's beautiful, don't get it twisted, but it's in a different way right now. A lot of the smaller teams are playing really, really defensive. A lot of the bigger teams are playing with one striker, and kind of, it's played like that. So to be able to go into this, and it's men with women and men together, and women bring a lot of the speed to the game, which we were lacking, right? A lot of people don't like that women in the game, and the only thing I can say to that is like, having players like Reece James's sister and the Barcelona girls having like 90 pace and dribbling, it kind of makes the game unique and fun, because at the end of the day, guys, EA Sports is not really doing a lot of the men football players justice. What I mean by that is like, Kevin De Bruyne's place is 72. Bernardo Silva, one of the best players in football, is slow. Modric, slow. Toni Kroos, slow. So a lot of the best players in our game are slow. So the fact that the females came in, it kind of gave a different a different vibe to the game, because now there's pace along with skill moves where we weren't really getting with the dudes, right? With the dudes, you have Darwin Nunez, you have Vinicius Jr., you have those guys, but it's few in between. So it's kind of nice to kind of switch it up and stuff like that. So I didn't think I was gonna be a fan of like the girls being in the game, but the squad building like uniqueness that it brought to the game, I kind of like it, right? So with that being said, I just personally feel that, yes, it's not realistic for a game to end 9-8, but it's also not realistic that men and female play football on the same pitch against each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not realistic neither, because the most important thing, lads, is why I like this is because it's kind of reminding me of FIFA 13 and FIFA 12 and FIFA 11. I'm old, lads. But back in those games, lads, for the older people watching that played it, and sorry for calling us old, but for the people who played the older editions, the real older ones, you guys remember when like there was a player named Giovanni, and Giovanni was a Brazilian silver that had skill moves, but you could score from right there. You could just score, bang, from midfield, bang, long shot, you could score from there. There was an informed Brazilian named Maicon Lietti who went for 500K, a silver card going for 500K. Why? He was this young, fast Brazilian with crazy five-star skills, and everybody wanted him. He could play striker position, and the reason for it was you could run a silver team and you could dominate a gold team. And then FIFA 13 came out, and you used like Eddie Johnson and stuff and a bunch of silvers, and you were beating icon teams. Because it wasn't really based on auto defending, auto blocking and stuff. It was depending on this, you know, your skill moves, your playing, your ability to play the game, and how you played it. And I like that. I like the not so. And a lot of people are like, but I like realistic football. And yo, to y'all, I understand. I get it. I like to score goals, man. I watch IRL football, and I play FC24 to score goals. It's what I do, right? I've never turned on a game and been like, I really hope this game ends 0-0. I hope El Clasico today ends 0-0. No, when I turn on El Clasico, I want to see the game end 4-3. When I turn on Manchester United versus Liverpool, I want to see the game end 5-4. When I watch City play against Manchester United, I want to watch the game end 6-5. I know people like, but what about defense, bro? You don't like defender? I do. It's just like, I want to see goals, man. That's what gets people out of their seats. That's what gets the stadium jumping. That's what people go to games for, is for goals, right? But you know, defensive center backs watching this video right now, mad at me. I get it, bro. I'm sorry, lads. But it's fun, man. So for me, I'm enjoying the hell out of this game, man. Honestly, bro, it's probably one of the better games that I've played at release, because one of the best FIFAs ever at release was FIFA 18, excuse me. There was no auto defending, and then EA patched it and it kind of went trash. This game is gonna get patched, and I hope EA doesn't patch it to the point where they buff defenders, because I know a lot of the younger audience watching this has never seen a edition of FC24s and FIFAs like this. You've always seen a game, for the younger guys watching, that the AI helped you defend a little bit and you could contain, and they did a lot, right? You could second man press and they would get interception. I went crazy for this Alvarez, and I forgot he didn't sell for nothing. But for you guys, I know it's a little bit weird, but I just want you guys to know that this is the way a lot of us grew up playing these games. This is how it used to play back in the day. It used to play like this, where defenders, you had to turn into your defender. You had to manually slide tackle or step in, and if you made a mistake, you got a red card. Like, it was on you to defend. It was on you to attack. It wasn't on the game and the AI predicting your movement, or the second man press coming in and intercepting for you. It wasn't on that. It was on you to be like, is my opponent going left or right? Should I bang, bang? How do I do this? And that's what makes me like this game. And again, they might patch it and it might go away, but at the moment, I'm really enjoying it. Now, I know with that being said, we should jump into the conversation of skills. How do you defend? And the truth is, what you want to do is jockey away from your opponent. In a game where you have to auto defend, lads, you never want to press your opponent, because pressing your opponent, you're gonna get slayed. What you need to do is, when the ball gets to your opponent's Vinicius Jr. and he has you squared up, unless you 100% are confident he's going to do a certain move, step in. Otherwise, step away and let him step over, do skill moves into you. Finally, lads, we are going to do some SBCs. We're going to complete the hybrid league. We're going to complete a bunch of different SBCs to see if we pack something before we start to invest in players. And realistically, I was banking on this. I was hoping I would pack something huge to change the vibes of the account, because all we've gotten is Ocean Man and I'm going blank on the other big card we pulled. My bad, I apologize. But yeah, you know, why am I going blank? Ocean Man and somebody else is on my bench, Griezmann, and I know that's a lot compared. Some people haven't gotten anything, right? So I apologize for that, but I'm just saying that's all we've gotten. So I was hoping this would change the vibe. But yeah, lads, you want to kind of push away when you're defending, and you want to, you know, let your opponent do a skill move, and right when he's mid-skill move, then go in. Right? You want to predict, all right? If your opponent's going down the wing, you want to predict when he's going to cut inside. And when you do, commit. And listen, if he cooks you, at least in your head, you did what you thought he was going to do. You want to predict your opponent, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. If you can predict your opponent, you can stop your opponent. But you know, you just want to live on we do get a walkout, let's go, man, but not a good one. You want to live on that, like, yo, you know, I committed, I did what I did there, but I felt that was the right move, and you learn from it and you move on. And that's what defense is about now, bro. Is about, you know, making sure that you outplay your opponent, and you kind of play mind games with your opponent. If your opponent keeps going down the wing, you know, force him into a certain move, force him into a certain way by backing off of him. When you back off him, a lot of people you come up against don't know how to skill. I'm gonna keep it stacked with you. 80% of the players you watch or you play against don't know how to do skill moves. They just spam a bunch of skill moves because they seen a streamer do it, a YouTuber do it, or they seen a pro player do it. So they're like, all right, let me spam. And they spam in skill moves, but they really not connecting them correctly. And if you really step back, they'll kind of just run into you. You're only gonna come up against the really good skillers. When you see somebody skill canceling, you see somebody doing the proper skill moves, now you know you're in trouble. But most people don't know how to skill properly. Like even me, bro, like I know every skill move in this game, but do I know how to combinate that? Like put them into a combination correctly? No, I don't. I know how to when to use a skill move properly and when to burn somebody with a skill move. But if you ask me to combine 6 skill moves into each other and then go into a cancel and then hit a goal, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna mess up on that. And there's people that can, you know, Ronaldo chop into a McGeady spin, into a roulette, and then while going into a McGeady spin, cancel that, fake shot, cut up, shot cancel, bang into the back of it. That's a skiller, lad. That's a baller right there, right? That's somebody that got it like that. That's not my strong suit. But what I can do is I could probably pass you off the field. That's what I've always been good at since I was a kid in these games. So pass tiki-taka, and then use one skill move to burn that last defender, hit it into the back of the net. That's more of my style of play. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful thing about this game, is that everyone can play. Yo, if you're a crosser, run down the ring and cross it. Get somebody that can get because the crossing meta is back hard. Another walkout, but it's not a good one. The crossing meta is back, and it's back. I mean, it's back, lads. Like when I tell you it's back, I mean it's back. So you know you can do the German cross, which it's like you activate the center back or your midfielder to make the run up the field, and then you wait for them to get there. When they right in the box, you bang. The German cross is back. Back post crossing is back. Tiki-taka is back. Skill moves are still good. Like, bro, any way of attacking you want to play, you do it. And that's why I haven't found the meta formation yet, because there is so many different styles of play. There is so many different ways of scoring a goal in this game that I don't even know what formation to run yet. I know what players I'm buying, and I'm leaning towards the 4-1-2-2 narrow for the first weekend league, which I don't even know if the first weekend league is this Friday or the next Friday coming up. But you really, really deep down inside, you gotta find what works for you. And I've been playing hecka drafts, man. Like I'm addicted to drafts. But you know why I'm addicted to drafts? Because the gameplay's good. So now I'm at the point where when my FIFA points are gone, my FC points are gone, from the 4,600, then I'm gonna start wasting coins. Because that's what we gotta do. Because I enjoy it and I want to play with the big cards. And before I invest in a card, I want to know that card is fire. And that's why in a second, I'm going to use my first 300K in buying a couple players, and my team's not going to be completely done, but I'm going to know the direction my team is going. And there's so many more players I still need to get. Like I got to get Kamavinga. I got to get a few other players to make the team done, but I got the bulk of them. I got the expensive ones out the way. And I kind of built the team knowing that I had Ocean Man and Antoine Griezmann, and I could use either of them if I needed to, or I could use neither of them if I wanted to, right? Oh, nah, what's my name? We get the Manchester United goalie right here, and like I was telling y'all, bro, I know that I got Ocean Man, I got Griezmann, but the players I'm investing in are not based off those two players, but they work with those two players. So I knew deep down inside, like, okay, this is a great thing for us, man. If it works out, then we go with them. If it doesn't work out, then we don't use them. Doesn't matter. But I feel so confident with the purchases I'm gonna make, and I'm only confident with the purchases I'm making after playing all of my entire drafts, after using these cards a few times, after playing a couple different formations, finally I'm cool to do it. But let me explain something to you. Because I waited so long and I had 300, Messi, Di Maria. I had 300K sitting on my account, lad. And I didn't invest. And the first person I'm about to buy in 2 seconds was at 30K. And the next person I was gonna buy 2 days ago was at 70K. Now one of them's at 110K and the other one is at 170K. So I want you to understand what I'm saying to you. I'm gonna buy 2 players and my coins are gonna be mudded after that. Had I bought them 2 days ago, I would have been able to buy my entire team. And when the game fully releases on Friday, if I didn't like the team, I could have sold them for a stupid amount of profit. Instead, I had to go and buy the card for 140, and now it's 170, so I'm still making a little bit of money if it keeps going up. And I have to buy another card for 110, and that card is like went up 5K already. Everything is rising. And in my head, I was thinking, oh, these 2 cards are not gonna rise. They're gonna go down. And I was just dumb, because it makes no sense. Why would cards go down? The game's not even like, weekend league's not here yet. Rival rewards are still coming. The moment that squad battle rewards came out, lads, that was it. The coins, everyone started getting coins. Everything started rising in price. And it's gonna continue to rise. So I wanted to get my 2 major players out of the way, the 2 expensive players. I had to get out the way. And now I can figure out, okay, take 15,000 coins, go into drafts, try to win the draft, and start to get enough coins for players like Camavinga, who's not that expensive, Chouamane, who's not that expensive. Those guys are, I think, are under 20K or around there, you know what I'm saying? And they're pretty overpowered. There's a girl that I've played with that's really good. Her name is Kirby. She's English from Chelsea. She's another card that's stupid cheap and 85 pace, but she's stupid broken, yo. She's very good. I've used her in a few different drafts and I was mind blown by the way she played, by the way she controlled games. So that's another card that I think to myself, like, hey, listen, if this team doesn't work out that I really enjoy, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Kirby because she links Reece James' sister. But as you guys can see, man, I continuously go into drafts. Now I no longer have any FIFA points left, and I also am down to 2,000 coins. That's it. So I need to get my coin game up so I can continue to go into drafts now. Got to get 15,000 coins, continue to go into drafts so I can make more monies, so I can get us to the players that we need to compete in the weekend league. But like I said, the main players are officially here. So I won a draft with my last FIFA points, or FC points, excuse me, I keep saying that. And unfortunately, we're not going to get a lot of great players, but we do get Balde, which sells for like a K or 2. And I just sell everything and I discard everything, and I'm gonna get enough to get back into another draft. And that's really all you can do. And hopefully eventually your luck will change. Balde going for like 3 to 4K. It's not bad. You get an English center back with good pace on him. He's gonna sell for maybe like a K or something like that. Nothing crazy, but it's all about the little things, man, and selling anchors and selling contracts and selling whatever you got to sell to get yourself. So my first purchase of the series after Reece James, the first Reece James sister, the expensive one, we're gonna pick up the Barcelona female from Nigeria. She, in my opinion, plays like Mbappe. This girl has terrorized drafts for me. I knew I needed her, and then after that, I knew that I needed Varane because Varane has stickies, and his price I thought was gonna go up more when everybody got the game because he's English, he's French, he's in the Premier League. Premier League's a very wanted league. Rashford's gonna be used a lot, I feel like, this year. Unfortunately, I could have got this guy for 70K, and now I'm paying 113. I could have got her, the Barca girl, for 30K or like 40K, and now I'm paying 140, and she's already up to 170 as I'm making this video. I'm also gonna pick up the Atletico Madrid girl for 6K, okay? And now my money is down to 500 coins, bro. I'm fully mudded now at this point, all right? But my team is looking much better. Our team is in a place where we have Varane, we have the 2 amazing La Liga or Liga F, I'm not sure what it's called, females, and we're gonna build off this, lads. We're gonna build around them. Remember, Ocean Man's also from Nigeria, so he links them, and also Griezmann links them as well. All right, well, one of them, because he's from Atletico Madrid. So that works out wonderful for us, right? We're in a spot where I feel so good with how the beginning team's looking. We have Saliba, we have Varane. We know which way we want to go with the team now. Now it's about picking up a few more coins here or there, getting a little bit lucky, and our starter team will be fully completed. We invested in an absolute beast card today. I hope she stays as great as she was for me in the drafts. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on, and we are back tomorrow tomorrow for another epic episode. Y'all be safe, y'all stay beautiful, and I hope y'all pack R9. Booyah, we out of here.